Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's Sunday preview. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Sunday preview. Start new adventures into the Underworlds. Adventuring into the Underworlds of Warhammer is dangerous business, and it pays to go in prepared. Luckily, a brand new starter set is here to make sure you're well equipped for the challenges ahead, alongside a spooky new warband who will cut right through the good stuff. Because it's a sword. Swords cut. Yeah, anyway. Battle Report returns with the first ever pitch battle from the new edition of Warhammer 40,000, and the new competitive week caps off the dramatic live coverage of the latest Warhammer US Open event. Did we mention there are more faction focuses to pour over to? Speaking of pour, what a poorly written article. So there's a little video down here as well. We're going to go ahead and jump through that and just check out the full article. Alright, so here we have Space Marine Heroes 2023, The Death Guard. A new selection of warriors comes to the popular Space Marine Heroes range. This time, it is the Pestilent Death Guard. While you'll be able to buy these individually at selected stockists, you can also pick up the whole set in one go with this pack of 8 boxes, which is guaranteed to include at least one of all 7 designs. One of these Malodorous characters is the Malignant Plaguecaster, pictured conjuring the flies from his staff, who has previously only been available in Japan. So here we see the Death Guard Space Marine Heroes, and like they said, some of these were only available in Japan, so they are very, very rare, and the Malignant Plaguecaster is extremely hard to get. So these sets are interesting in the sense that there are 7 unique models. They come in a box of 8 individually wrapped models, and each one is random, so you cannot tell from the packaging who's inside. And you are guaranteed to get at least one of each guy, and then a duplicate of one of them. So if you were to buy the full set, you will definitely get one of the Malignant Plaguecasters. This is also very important because there's only ever been one pose for the Malignant Plaguecaster, and it's pretty subpar, and obviously this one is pretty freaking cool. So if you're going to run 2 of these guys and you don't want them to look the same, or you specifically like this model, this is the best way to get it now. Prior to this release here, they were selling at hundreds of dollars because they were extremely hard to get. So I am very happy to see all of these models available. They are super cool. And if you're after the full set, you don't need to just buy a ton of individuals and hope you get them. You can just pick up the box, which is pretty freaking cool. All right, so here we see the Pestis of the Vile, the holy grail of Malignant Plaguecasters here. Very, very cool. Awesome model. And you can kind of see how the packaging comes and everything. And then here we see the full box. And again, you'll see there are 8 individually packed miniatures. One of them will be a duplicate, but you will get one of every guy. And I'm not sure exactly how much these are going to run. We've typically seen them in the past. I think somewhere around like 10 to 12.50 or something like that. So I would expect this box of 8 to be somewhere around like 75 to 100 bucks USD. All right, and then we see the Warhammer Underworlds starter set. Jump right into the world of fast-paced tactical arena combat with the new Warhammer Underworlds starter set. This box provides everything you need to get 2 players started with the first games of Warhammer Underworlds, including 2 complete warbands, 2 decks of the quickfire rivals format, and all of the boards, dice, and tokens required to play. So here we see the set. I'm not sure exactly what they changed with this starter set. I mean, I'm pretty sure they changed the warbands. They brought back like some old warbands in the set that haven't been available for a while. Unfortunately, I don't know why. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why they brought back these particular 2 warbands because they're from like older editions. And I remember when those skeletons first came out, they were terrible at the time. And they've really only gotten worse as everything else has gotten better, and they're still terrible. The new starter set features the Farstriders, veteran Stormcast Eternals armed with the powerful Boltstorm pistols, and the Sepulchral Guard, undead Tomb Wardens, who overwhelm their foes with sheer numbers. The step-by-step instructions guide players through their first games, steadily introducing new rules and game mechanics until pure novices become seasoned veterans. Alright, and then we see the Headsman's Curse. Many eclectic characters have led Warhammer Underworld warbands in the past, but none quite so strange as the sentient spectral sword. The Dreadblade Terminus has enthralled an entourage of Nighthaunt spirits, and it commands them to ferry it across the battlefield where its deadly attacks can reap a harvest of souls. The Headsman's Curse is an aggressive, powerful warband focused on supporting the wielder of the blade, while the attendant Nighthaunt support their master with multiple control mechanics and special skills. So these are okay. They're cool models and everything. Nothing spectacular about them. And then we see the VoidCursed Thralls Rivals deck. Unlock new strategies in the Rivals format for the VoidCursed Thralls deck, comprising 32 cards usable by any Warhammer Underworlds warband. The deck spreads the dreaded VoidCurse to your fighters, allowing them to use powerful gambit cards that are especially potent in the hands of aggressive warbands. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. And then we see from Black Library, Yndrasta, the Celestial Spear Limited Edition. Follow Sigmar's chosen huntress as she tracks a deadly monster from the deep in Yndrasta, the Celestial Spear by Noah Van Wyn. Yndrasta is a merciless fighter, as terrifying as the beast she slays. But she'll have to learn how to rein in her ferocity when the hunt for a deadly kraken forces her to cooperate with the nomadic human tribe, who are just as wary of her as they are of the monster. So really cool cover right here. Definitely some awesome lore behind Yndrasta. This breathtaking limited edition is wrapped in a gorgeous soft-touch cover, featuring the sculpted visage of Yndrasta herself, foil effects on the spine and back cover, gilt page edges, and gold ribbon page marker. Each book is individually numbered and signed by the author, now limited to just 1,250 copies. And if Games Workshop keeps like half of those like usual, I'm sure this will be absolutely unobtainable. And last but not least, we see some Warhammer licensed products, the Warhammer 40,000 Chibi figures Series 2. So we got some cool guys here. Decorate your painting desk with a second series of Warhammer 40,000 Chibi figures from Bandai. This time, expanding the range with adorable takes on the Inquisitor, a Commissar, Tempestus Scion, Blood Angel Space Marine, and a certain head-swinging Crimson Fist you may remember from the classic Road Trader book. Each bag contains one random figure, and you can pick up a whole pack of 20 if you want to be sure you get the whole set. So that is it for this week's pre-orders. Definitely some stuff on here. I think it's great that Games Workshop is finally bringing the Death Guard Space Marine heroes to the United States. They were previously pretty much impossible to get and insanely priced. So the fact that Games Workshop sees this and is releasing them in the United States, definitely a good sign. Means they're paying attention. And while these models are super cool, I don't have any of them because previously their coolness just did not justify the insane price that you would have to pay to get a hold of them in the United States. I'm sure it wasn't like that everywhere, but I would imagine there's quite a few people out there that are interested in some cool Space Marine Heroes Death Guard sculpts. One thing I really like about these over just like the regular old boring Space Marines is these are actually like really unique, and they do feature a character that's otherwise not available in an alternative sculpt. So with the Space Marine sets, we would see them put in like a captain or a lieutenant or something like that, which there's a million variations of. But for the Death Guard, they are extremely limited as they really just have one kit for the Plague Marines and then a few characters. And like I said, there's only actually one Malignant Plaguecaster available. So if you're going to run more than one of them, which many people do, it's nice to be able to get an alternative sculpt. And these sculpts are really nice. So let me know what you think down below. What are you most excited about? Are you going to be picking up the Space Marine Heroes Death Guard 2023? Finally going to pull the trigger on some Underworlds or something different? Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check them out to save 15% on Games Workshop products. Link in the description. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.